How were your initial conversations with Oliver Wahlstrom?
Well, they went well. I think he's excited to be here, and we're excited to have him here. And so, just got a good day of practicing, got his feet wet with our group, and got a good skate in this morning.
Joe, is there anything that you wanted to hear from him during your conversations?
No, I just wanted to see his excitement level, and I think it's, he's looking at it like a new opportunity, just like most players would, right? You get an opportunity to go somewhere else, and hopefully, at some point, you get a chance to show the other team what you can do.
We saw him sub in on both sides on that line. Is there a plan for him to go in tomorrow?
No, don't read into any of that yet. The lines, we just shuffling the lines a little bit. He rotated in with two lines today. We have not made any decisions yet as far as who's playing or who's not playing tomorrow. We'll decide that tomorrow morning. But it was an opportunity for us to see him in a full skate with the team, which was good.
Joe, there's been several games this year where they look like could be springboards. I think of like the St. Louis overtime win, and the team wasn't able to carry it over. What's your strategy for carrying over the momentum from what was a big win in Vancouver the other night?
Well, I think it's reinforcing the positive things that we did against Vancouver. We did a lot of things well in that game. The biggest takeaway for me is the start of the game. It's something that we haven't had the last couple of games. When you fall behind early in the game like we have at Seattle, Winnipeg, it's tough in this league to catch up, right? It's tough to chase games, and we did a better job of staying disciplined, number one, early on. We kept ourselves out of the box, which was a big thing. And then obviously getting the lead by just playing a good brand of hockey for that first period. So that was the biggest takeaway for me, and we'd like to build on that same type of game plan that we had.
What other details really stood out for you in that game?
What type of details?
Yeah.
I thought our checking was solid, especially the first half of the game. I thought that our puck play was good. Our breakout execution was solid, and O-zone play. We worked it at the bottom. We used the goal line. We used the back of the net. Something that we were trying to reinforce with our guys, and we created some good looks in the slot, which was very important for us.
Thoughts? Get back?
No, it's good. I mean, obviously didn't have the time to come back here when I got traded, and now finally back, so it's fun.
Any lasting memories of this place or this building or your time here?
I mean, only good memories for me. I think really enjoyed my time here. I had almost 6 years here, and our son was born here, so obviously a lot of good memories for us, and everything. We enjoyed our time here.
Rasmus is a guy who talks a lot. Have you heard from him coming in? Is he chirping?
No, I haven't talked too much to him. Probably do it tomorrow. Probably hear from him tomorrow. Yeah.
Expecting, I mean, you didn't leave here under contentious circumstances or anything, so I imagine you're not expecting many boos or anything tomorrow, right?
I mean, I don't have any expectations at all. I mean, hopefully the fans enjoy my time here. I at least enjoyed it. I enjoyed them. People here are great, and the fans was always awesome, and nothing but good thing to say about the city and the fans and the organization.
When you got back, what was one thing you felt like? Was there a restaurant you had to go to or anything? I guess you might not want to say right now, but you still have tonight.
Yeah, I'll say it. Yeah, we'll see. I think Sadie's going to set something up for tonight. He's in charge of the restaurant.
Cool. Is there a huge difference between playing in Calgary, where you're probably getting recognized in the streets every day, to maybe a little lower key in Boston? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously a little bigger city, and we live a little bit outside the city there in Boston. But it's obviously fun to be back. Like I said, it's only good. A lot of good people here, and people have a lot of respect for you, and when you walk in the streets, people come up to you very nice, and nothing but good things to say about everything.
What's the key to carrying over momentum from Saturday night?
Yeah, we talked about it. Obviously, through the 3 road trips, the games here, obviously the first 2 we kind of put ourselves in a tough spot with a lot of penalties and letting the other team get all the momentum and obviously score a couple early. So obviously last game we kind of came out and we're playing really well in the first period, and that kind of dictates and set up the whole game for us. So got to focus on doing a similar period tomorrow for sure.
Elias, when you look at your time here after you came from Carolina, just how important was this time playing for the Flames, as far as your career growth? What did it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. Yeah, like I said, obviously, was in Carolina for a couple of years. Came here and kind of grew up, and obviously our son was born here, and through my time here, I met my wife, and so on. So it's nothing but good things to say about this, and I really enjoyed my time here with some good memories, and so it's obviously good to be back.
Nobody wants to get traded, but looking back, did it really push your game to a different level coming here?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. I think obviously I was a little bit stuck there in Carolina. I wasn't playing to my potential, and a little fresh start coming here and try something new, and obviously clicked right away, both for me on and off the ice. So it's it was a lot of good memories for sure.
You said you had your son. Did you say?
Yeah, no, but we started dating. She came over and got a son here after a couple of years, so he was born here. So obviously, gonna always have a special place in my heart for sure.
Is it good to be back?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to. Spent 3 years here, 2.5. A lot of good memories in the city and organization. So good to see some guys today. It was fun to chat with them. Yeah.
What stands out from you? I know you've been here already before, but what stands out from your time in Calgary?
I think the people. I think I had really good connection with the people in Calgary. I think I made a lot of friends in here. I enjoyed my time. I think Calgarians are unbelievable to me. It was an easy transition from Chicago from the day one. So I thought definitely some memories and friendships.
Is it crazy to look at even the blue line core? There's so many new faces compared to a year ago when you were here.
Well, I mean, that's how it works, right? I mean, team goes through the rebuild. Obviously, last year was, like you said, there was a different G-core, but then it was me, Haney, Taney. The three of us were gone, so Chile was gone too as well. So it's the teams go through a rebuild, they're getting new guys, getting new pieces, so that's normal.
What kind of reaction are you expecting from the fans?
Well, they booed me last time, so I like boos, sure.
You like Brad Marchand a little bit?
Well, he's different. That gets him going. You probably want to keep him sleeping. Don't do that to him.
What does it do for you?
It's exciting. It means people care. It means I did something. I left something in here. Either it's a good or bad thing, but it's still something. That's why you live the life too. Just don't be dry. Live through emotions and bring something in.
A lot of guys kind of talk that they don't necessarily want to play in Canada, the pressure, the expectation. Now you've had a little bit of distance with two Canadian teams now. What do you think about getting playing?
I loved it. I think it's the pressure hits you, but when you thrive out there. It's exciting. Vancouver was, like I said, it was a different level in the playoffs. I never see anything like this. You probably won't ever see it, but the fans live there. The team hasn't played at home for 9 years in the playoffs, so it was really, really big for that city. Calgary, when we had that great year, when we had a run, we made playoffs, the whole city was living hockey. The Battle of Alberta in the second round, it was a fun for Canadian people to watch as well. So I think it's exciting. I think you got to look back why guys saying that. I think everybody's enjoying playing in Canada. Not many guys enjoying living in Canada. So I think that's where you kind of get there's definitely more different pluses to live in the United States and play in an American team than playing a Canadian team. I don't think it's about the pressure or media pressure or fans know who you are and all that. It's all about lifestyle, I think.
Z, in the last game you played the most that you've played in a single game this season. Was that as good as you felt this year?
Yeah, I felt good. I think I played 9 minutes in the first. It was a lot of couple G-zone shifts. It's I feel like this ice time doesn't tell anything sometimes. You got to look at the shifts. I think I average between 26 and 30 shifts a game. That's my routine. Sometimes you get the short shifts, sometimes you're not. So it could be 16-minute, 27 shifts, and could be 22-minute, 27 shifts. So it's I don't think you got to look at the ice time. It's about how many times the coach puts you on the ice for it.
At the same time, when you're
I felt great. Yeah, if you go back to the question. Yeah.
When you're breaking down your own game, what are the things that you look at when you watch the video?
I think for me, it's like when I'm sleepy and I'm not moving my feet, that's when I'm getting myself in trouble. So I think I got to be engaged from the puck drop and be physically engaged, be skating engaged, and I think that helps me to bring my game right away.
Well, I guess we'll start with the goal because everyone's been talking about the mini one-on-one goal. I'm sure you get asked about it all the time. Can you kind of take us back to that?
Yeah, I knew that one would come back up. Yeah, I mean, it's I always liked to have fun when I was little, and it's just funny how that move worked out, and I guess it's with me forever now. So it's cool to see. Yeah, sure.
I read somewhere where your father worked at a rink and you got to practice a lot. Is that how that kind of developed?
Yeah, I mean, my dad worked at a rink in Sacco, Maine, there for a couple of years, and I was fortunate to get a lot of ice and had a lot of buddies skate with me, and we just had fun, mess around, and try things, and I guess that's what happened.
And this whole process coming to the Bruins, how does that work? Do you get a call from the Islanders, your agents, from here?
Yeah, I think it's just between GMs, and then I got a call that notified me that I was coming here, and it was pretty special to hear from the Bruins, so it was cool.
Were you a Bruins fan growing up?
Yeah, it was pretty big. Marsh called me the other day, and that was pretty cool. Obviously I grew up watching him play. The 2011 Stanley Cup, and Pasta too, and it's just. I really don't know if it's sunk in yet. It's a dream come true to be back home where my family and friends live.
Is it kind of a scramble? Like you get the call and then you just pack in your bag?
Yeah, we were here like 3 weeks ago in the Western Canada trip, so I got the call and the next day immediately flew out here. So I got in late last night. So yeah, it's good.
And what are you hoping to prove here?
Yeah, I think get back to my game, and I'm really excited to work with these guys and develop as a Bruin. I feel my game can maybe contribute a little bit here, and try to find my offensive flair again, and keep playing that way.
When you read scouting reports about you, everyone talks about your shot.
Yeah.
And Marshy even called you a big pasta.
Oh, that's.
Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about that, but that's outrageous. Pasta, man. Pasta's pasta, but. Obviously the shot's there, but I've been working on a lot of other things in my game that maybe helps get to those areas too, and I'm excited to maybe I don't know when I'm going to play, but maybe get some game action and see who I'm playing with, and just go from there.
Obviously, just an hour on the ice today, but how did you feel working with Charlie and Freddie?
Yeah, it felt really good. It's pretty cool. It took me a while to get used to the new equipment, the new the spoke B. I think it hit me pretty hard when I was putting on my laundry. I think that was a pretty cool moment. Just, wear the Boston Bruins logo, and I got to know a couple of these guys now. I know a few of them, and it's a really good room, so I'm excited.
But I know you played in Bridgeport with Parker. Were there any other guys that you've had connections with here?
I played juniors with Beecher, so we know each other pretty well. I know Carlo a little bit I was in Denver a couple of times, so I know him. Who else is there? Mark McLaughlin he's my college roommate in BC, so we were tight. We were playing a lot of Fortnite together, and he's just a great guy to be around. So it's a really good spot for sure.